Hi there, my name is Kristen Ball, and I'm happily preparing for my 3D summer block placement. I'm excited to share a little bit about what got me into social work and where I'm hoping to go in the future. So I'll start with what got me into social work. In high school, I took a lot of social science classes, and I really liked them. I did well, and I had really thought about taking, that career path for the future. But when you're young and things don't really go the way you plan, so I took two other diplomas. So I took the legal officeman diploma, and I worked at the Hamilton Law Association for about 7 years, 8 years. And it wasn't a very fulfilling experience. It paid the bills, but I also took the library and information technician diploma, as I was working at the Hamilton Law Association in the library. And it was nice, but it didn't really, scratch that itch to help people and to get out into the community, and do work that was really meaningful. So I kind of once I had children, I kind of shifted it all up and decided to go back to school. Having children really made me want to, make the world a better place for my kids. So I would say next I had my children, and then I decided to volunteer at an infant and toddler food bank, just because I felt like it wasn't enough to feed my own kids. I felt like I needed to really make a difference for kids in the community. And this really sparked my little flame to help people, especially children. Um, so I did that. I'm still a volunteer at Essential Aid and Family Services of Ontario, which is the infant and toddler food bank for Hamilton. I still volunteer there, and I actually work there as the development coordinator now for about the past year, and I've been volunteering there for about 3 years. Um, so after volunteering at Essential Aid, I decided that I just loved the whole social service area. I just needed to do something like that with my life. So I enrolled at McMaster, with the hopes of doing the social work program, and I was very pleased to get in, and to be able to work towards my BSW. So for the areas of practice that I'm interested in, I feel like I'm really drawn to community development. I'm really interested in working with moms. As a mom myself, I understand how difficult motherhood can be. Um, and I'm really interested, I would say, especially working with children and youth. I think it's really important for children who come from so many different backgrounds, family dynamics, relationships in their lives. I think it's really important for them to have a support system, a safe place, a place that empowers them. And I would really love to be that for children in the community. Um, yeah, I'd say that that's my passion. And then I also think it's important, because these kids are our future. These are the future that will, be the generations taking care of Hamilton and beyond. So I think it's really important to have a support system for these kids. I also am interested in doing like child development work, working with families with children who have disabilities. I actually have a son who has autism. He's 3 years old, and the systems and structures that are involved with an autism diagnosis can be completely overwhelming trying to access services. And this is as a person who's in university who can obviously manage technology. I can't imagine what newcomer families or families who don't understand technology. I don't know how they do it. And I would love to be able to be supportive, to be a support for families who are navigating these services. I think it's really important. And I know that, especially when it comes to the caregiver aspect, it's important for families to have support as well, because caregiving it's tough, and it's important work. So I think that would be an important, role in social work as well that I'd be interested in. Um, my third option, I would say healthcare. And I think this is just because I've always had, the desire to work in the healthcare field a little bit. I kind of thought it's very interesting. I really like how there's always like different cases and things going on, different ways to support families and people. So I'd be interested in, working in that dynamic. Yeah, I think that's important work as well. And I'd be interested in that. So the skills I'd like to develop during my placement would be my confidence, feeling confident in my ability to provide the skills we are learning throughout the program. And I would like to apply the knowledge and skills we are learning in the program in a meaningful and authentic and articulate way. So this is my second skill I'd like to develop, which is really connecting the things we're learning in the educational context within the field with a significant level of skill and ability, and just knowing what I'm doing when it comes to actually being in the field rather than in the classroom where we're learning so many great things. Um, yeah, so thank you so much for watching and learning a little bit about me and where I've been and what I hope to do in the future. I'm really excited for this placement. Thank you.